Greetings, Tiger fans, and welcome from Summerville, Tennessee. Bill Sharp along with Steve Carnell. We're on the road with the Hardin County Tigers and Lady Tigers as we've got a couple of games lined up tonight that will pair some athletic teams. Lady Tigers are now 3-3 on the season, looking to go 4-3 tonight on the road here down Highway 64. Beautiful drive tonight. Nice weather outside. Nice little gymnasium that they have here. It's looking like it's going to be a good experience.
Yeah, looking forward to seeing what these Lady Tigers can do coming back, trying to build off a win, an exciting win over a really good team last Tuesday night versus Central Alabama. And Central was a really good team, one of the better teams that we've seen in quite some time. And even though at times it was a struggle, but there toward the end they did what they had to do and came home with a win. And that's important, I think, to this young team.
No question about it. As we've mentioned so many times, this early in the season, you're just trying to, put little X's in the right spot, and O's in the right spot, and so that when it comes time for tournament play, you're ready after the New Year.
Yeah, exactly. So, it should be a good game. We're in a small gym, and we'll see what we can come away with. I know last Tuesday, they forced us to shoot a lot of threes. We didn't make a lot of them, but we hit some at key moments. But really what kind of hurt us, and we overcame it, was Clara got in foul trouble, and hopefully tonight she can stay away from foul trouble because she's a big reason for success underneath. She moves really well. She's physical, and so looking for her to have a good bounce-back game.
Yeah, and, of course, the Lady Tigers defeated Carroll County in the game that's normally played during school hours. They defeated them 71-50, and they were led by Riley Strickland, who had 10. Clara Callahan had 8, and Neely Barrier, who scored 14 against Central, had 8. But a lot of substitutes played in the game, and it was a good experience for both sides. And we're getting ready to have the starting lineups here. We're going to take a pause for a word from our sponsors. We'll come right back with the starters. Starting lineups for the Lady Tigers are being introduced right now. Lilybeth DeBerry, followed by Molly Pierce, Clara Callahan, Neely Barrier, and Riley Strickland. So those are your 5 starters. Head coach is Brandon Kirk. Cindy Hughes, assistant coach, and Nick Ritter as well. Now the Fayette Academy Vikings, Lady Vikings, are being introduced. First is Abby Tucker, Lily Gilbert, also Allie Reese Hertzkin, then Hannah Logan, and last, number 24, Addison McNabb. Head coach is Mr. Coach Kramer. I'm not sure whether you pronounce that Kramer or Creamer. It's spelled with cream, so. Tigers in maroon uniforms with gray trim and white numerals. And they're out on the floor waiting for the Lady Vikings to come out of a huddle at the free throw circle on their end of the floor. Finally, they break ranks and head toward center court. We'll have Hardin County High School basketball for you right here in Summerville, Tennessee, home of the Fayette Academy Vikings. And the tap's going to be controlled by the Tigers. And coming up with it is Pierce. She gets it over on the left side to Strickland. Strickland looks down to Barrier on the left wing. Around to Pierce. It's a 2-3 zone now for the Vikings. They're dressed in white with red numerals. On the left side to Lily Beth. Back outside now, around the corner. They get it back to DeBerry. Now to Pierce. To Strickland. Pierce will take the 3 off the left. She hit it. Molly Pierce picks up the first 3 points on the night. And the Tigers take the early lead. Down the floor comes Abby Tucker. She's picked up there by Barrier at the head of the key. Passes it off. Gets it back on the right side. Bounce pass over now to McNabb. And finally, Henske goes down in the paint, puts up the 2-foot jumper. She hit it right under the defense of the Tigers. Two Tigers, but she just kind of squeezed through and got it up and in. And it's 3-2 Tigers. They come down the floor. Now to DeBerry on the left side. They work it to Barrier. In the corner to Strickland. DeBerry quickly around. Pierce takes the 3 from the deep corner. Off, no good. Rebound taken down by the Vikings. Dribbling it out is Allie Reese Hertzke. She picks up her dribble, gets pressure by Pierce, and finally dishes it off and gets it to Logan. Logan drives down the paint, puts up the shot off the glass. No good. Looked like a foul over the back there by, indeed it was, Addison McNabb is going to pick up her first personal, the team's first, game's first. And with 6:04 left to go here in the first period, it is Hardin County 3 and the Vikings 2. Tigers working around this 2-3 defense. They go down the corner to Barrier. Barrier drives in, puts up a 10-foot floater, no good, gets her own rebound, kicks it outside now to DeBerry. Now to Strickland. She'll go to Barrier on the left wing for 3. Yes, and she got it. So the Tigers started out with 2 threes. They lead 6-2. And here come the Lady Vikings across the floor. That's Logan. Down in the corner. And finally out on the left wing. Driving and putting up a shot. Underneath is Fleming. It's no good. Rebound taken down by Strickland. Strickland comes out running. Down the corner on the left side to Barrier. Barrier tries to go in, can't go. Back outside now. Pierce for three. In and out, no. Rebound taken down by Logan. And we're at 6-2 now. Tigers up by 4. 4:52 left to go here in the first period. Lily Gilbert on the dribble, goes right side now to Logan. Now over to McNabb. McNabb gets it back after a quick pass, and they'll set it up outside and find a player wide open underneath. And Addison McNabb sneaks in the back door and puts up the second Viking bucket, and it's 6-4 now. Tigers up by 2. They pass it down in the corner to DeBerry. DeBerry can't handle the pass. It goes out of bounds. It was a quick shot there by Barrier into the deep corner left side, and they just got away from her. Out of bounds, give it to Fayette Academy. Across the timeline comes Logan. Logan gets in the paint, kicks it back outside. Now a three-pointer off the dead of the wing. It's Lily Gilbert, and she hits a three that's going to give Fayette Academy their first lead of the night, 7-6, halfway through the first period. Pierce on the right side, left around, all the way around to DeBerry on the left. Now to Strickland. She goes down in the corner to DeBerry, driving it on the lane and kicking it back outside is Barrier. Barrier will gets it back in the corner, puts up a three. It's off, no good. Rebound taken down by Fayette Academy. Here they come in the paint, going up with the shot. Slogan is partially blocked. Rebound picked up by the Tigers. A 3-on-3 fast break. And that is with it is Barrier. Barrier goes in the paint, loses it, gets slapped away. And Fayette County comes quickly back down the floor, leading 7-6 with 3:11 left to go in the first. With it now is Hertzke. She's on the right wing, goes out a little and kicks it off to McNabb. Has a pass inside, stolen away. Callahan off to the races. She's going to drive in. Will try to find Strickland underneath. She does. Strickland makes a circle to Pierce on the right for three. Got it, yes. Molly Pierce gives the Tigers a lead back at 9-7 now with 2:43 remaining in the first period. Tucker on the left side with it is Logan. Logan crosses the timeline, gets it on the left wing now to McNabb. She's dribbling in a circle, drives in, kicks it into the corner to Logan. Logan for three. Nailed it. 10-9. The Lady Vikings take the lead here with 2:11 left to go in the first period. Tigers get it down to DeBerry in the corner. Inside to Callahan. Kicked out on the right side. A three-pointer put up and off by Barrier. Rebounds picked up by the Vikings. 1:50 left in the quarter. Tigers down by 1. Vikings with the basketball, driving in, putting up a shovel shot, crossing left to right, and it was off, no good. But a whistle and a foul is going to be called. The first such foul tonight on Molly Pierce. So now the Tigers and the Vikings both have committed one foul apiece. And Tucker on the line. First shot's good. She missed the second. Rebound, Logan. Logan tied up by Callahan underneath. Jump ball, it will be Viking basketball on the alternation. 1:40 left now, first period, 11-9. Tigers down by 2. Looking for an inbound, finally get it into Hertzke. Underneath the Logan. Logan drifts in the lane, put it up and in. She's got 5, and the lead is 4. Tigers need a bucket here. 1:25 left to go in the first. On the right side, they go to Hannah Miller, who's checked in. Down now, Callahan in the corner. under to Barrier. Barrier is trapped under there, tried to pass it out, and she's going to get called for a travel there under the basket. Now into the game for the Tigers comes Avery Beavis. Out comes Barrier. Also in the game for the Tigers is Shaylee Green. And there's a collision at midcourt. The ball goes out of bounds as Beavis attacked the dribbler there, Gilbert. They say Gilbert touched it last. Tigers get a turnover there. 13-9. They're down by 4. 1:04 left to go first period. Strickland on the left side now to Beavis. Back to Strickland. Now here's a three-point shot off the right by Hannah Miller. It's off, no good. Rebound taken down by Caitlin Cannon, I believe, if I got that number right. Logan across the timeline for the Lady Vikings. 41 seconds. On the right side now to Craig, who's checked in for Fayette Academy. Now to Logan on the right side. She's been their biggest threat. She will throw it or pass it to Hertzke on the right side and throw it away. Hertzke couldn't handle the pass. 32 seconds now left on the clock in the quarter. Tigers down by 4. They need to cut it here with at least a deuce. Here's almost a steal here as Miller had her pass interrupted. And then finally Strickland picks it up, takes it in the corner, dishes it off. Here's a shot by Beavis. It's off, no good. Now to Green. 9 seconds. 7 seconds. And now there's a whistle and a traveling call assessed against the Tigers as they try to work it away from a pretty tough defense inside there by the Vikings, and they've got 7 seconds to bring it down. Down the floor comes Gilbert. Gilbert kicks it off on the right side. Here's Hertzke for 3. She hit it at the buzzer, and they couldn't have worked it better. It's a 16-9 Fayette Academy lead. We'll take a 1-minute pause. We'll come back with quarter number 2. Stay with us here on K93. All right, Hardin County has the basketball to begin quarter number 2. They trail by 7, though. And need to get into double figures on this trip down the floor. To get it in the corner now, that's DeBerry. Outside to Strickland, around to Pierce. Now with it is Barrier. To DeBerry on the left wing. This 2-3 zone has kept the Tigers locked away from the bucket. Now to DeBerry. In the corner. Now back on the left side to Barrier. Barrier tries to lob it inside to Callahan. Callahan gets the pass, but has to dish it back outside as DeBerry ends up with the ball, puts up a 3. It's off, no good. Fight for the rebound. Pierce is going to tie it up there with Hertzke, and it will be Fayette Academy's basketball in the backcourt. Still leading 16-9. Across the timeline come the Vikings. Gilbert drives in the lane, puts up the shot, no good. Rebound, Strickland. Riley Strickland dribbling the floor. A 5-on-5 attack here. Now to Pierce on the right side. Back out to Strickland, into Callahan. Left corner now, DeBerry. To Pierce on the right side. Molly goes in the corner now to Barrier. Barrier back outside to Strickland. 6:46 left to go in the second. It's 16-9. Tigers working around the perimeter. go underneath to Pierce. She can't get a shot off. Gets it outside, and here's a shot by Strickland for three. It's no good. And DeBerry with the rebound. Out of Barrier in the corner. Pierce fakes a three, takes a step, kicks it back over to Strickland. Round the horn they go to the right side. Here's a lob inside. Callahan drives in for the shot. Gets partially blocked. Loose ball picked up by Barrier. Thought we might get a foul there, but we didn't. Now to DeBerry on the right side. To Strickland outside. Now to Pierce on the left. Pass inside, trying to get it to Callahan. Callahan will muscle her way in there with Logan and Craig. And Logan and Craig win the battle. The held ball will be called, and it will be Tiger basketball. 6:02 left to go second, 16-9. Tigers down by 7. Can't get anything going inside with this packed-in 2-3 zone. They pass it down low post to Callahan. She can't go. Back around on the left side. Now to Pierce in the corner. Outside now. And that is DeBerry underneath as Callahan takes it at the low post right side, goes up for the shot. It's blocked, won't go, but a whistle. That's going to be on Allie Reese Hertzke, her first, and the team's second. Or the first in the quarter. Callahan goes to the line shooting two. First shot is off and no good. She hit the second one though. And we're in double figures, 16-10 now. Right now, winning the quarter 1-0 after about 2.5 minutes. Now, Fayette Academy brings it down the floor. They go down on the left side. Working with it is Tucker. She tries a bank shot in the paint, won't go. Rebound, Callahan. And they say she's official right there on top of it said she stepped on the baseline. And it will be Viking basketball. And they will take it out underneath their own basket. Pass over now to Gilbert. Gilbert to McNabb. Now to Tucker outside. Tigers in a man-to-man. Here's a steal. Pierce comes up with the steal. She's down the floor on the left-hand dribble. Picks up a dribble, goes outside now to DeBerry. Around to Strickland. Around the Barrier on the right, all the way back around on the left. Tigers crisp passing on the outside of this 2-3 zone, and they've got it clogged up in there. Callahan gets it at the free throw line. Turn around, 15-footer. It's off, no good. Out of bounds, untouched. Give it to Fayette Academy with 4:42 left to go. Second, it's 16-10. Vikings on top. Full court pressure being applied. Hertzke across the timeline into the paint, kicks it out right. Now over to McNabb. Here's a three-pointer off the left side. It's up and good. Hannah Logan knocks down a three, and it's 19-10. Biggest lead of the night for the Vikings. So Barrier has it on the left side. The Barrier now in the corner on the right side. Can't get it to go. Rebound picked up by Green. Shaylee Green in the game for the Tigers. Pierce is sitting down for a minute. Strickland sitting down. Miller in the game. Here's a pass out and a three-pointer off the left wing. Is up and good by Lilybeth DeBerry. She gets the three, and that cuts the lead to 6. Here come the Vikings down the floor. Attempted steal there by DeBerry. Loose ball picked up by Tucker. She's on the left side. Pass over now and to Hertzke. I thought she traveled. No foul. No call. Shots off. No good. Barrier with the rebound. She's running into the forecourt. They'll stop. Vikings have the defense set up. They pass it under to Green. Green trapped on the low block. Gets it outside. Now to Miller. Hannah Miller over to Barrier. Barrier drives. down the lane, puts up a 6-foot jumper. It's off, no good. Green with the rebound. Her shot won't go, and the loose ball is picked up there by Logan. Now Craig, just under 3 minutes to go in the quarter, 19-13. There's whistle and a timeout called by Fayette Academy. 2:53 remaining in the second period. We're going to take a 30-second pause here, and we will be right back. Okay. Fayette Academy will have the basketball following the timeout. Of course, they called it. That's natural. Inbounds pass to McNabb. Addison McNabb has a first name. She dribbles to the left side, dribbles back toward the middle of the court, then gets it over now to Tucker. Now to Hertzke. Back to McNabb in a circle now. She backs her way in. And driving in and putting up a jumper there is Logan. Shot didn't go, and she literally dragged Hannah Miller to the floor. Hannah acted like she might have injured her shoulder a little bit. And Logan got up and helped her off the floor. Not meaning to knock her down. But it will be Tiger basketball as they bring it down the floor with 2:18 left to go in the half. Pass off now to Miller. Underneath, turnaround jumper by Kylie Ramsey, who's checked in for the Lady Tigers. She missed the shot. Rebound taken down by Vikings, and they are working it up the floor. Logan in the paint, tries to kick it out, has it batted away by Ramsey, and then picked up as a loose ball there to McNabb. Now there's a whistle and a foul called, I believe. Yes. Going to be on Neely, her first. Neely averaging 10 points a game this season. Picks up a foul there, and the Vikings take it out on the inbounds pass. They go underneath to Tucker. Tucker tries one inside, rolls off the back rim, picked up on the floor, and running with its Barrier. Barrier, head of the key on the right side. Miller for three, off the back rim. Fight for it. Quick rebound by Gilbert. She's off and running. Gilbert drives in, puts it up, hit it. Right over the top of defenders. Strickland was there. Just nailed it. It's 21-13 now. Tigers down by 8. So here's a pass off on the right side, and Miller goes up for the three. Tigers can't buy the three tonight, and it's costing them. Rebound, Fayette Academy. 1:04 left to go in the second period. Tigers down 21-13. Now under a minute. Working outside is Gilbert. Gilbert pestered there by Hannah Miller. Now to Logan. Logan trying to find a streak in that lane. She's done that a couple of times tonight. Off to Hertzke. Underneath the errant pass right into the hands of Miller. Over. And here comes DeBerry down the floor. Kicks it over to Hannah Miller for another three. Got it this time. She got it that time. So, Hannah gets on the board with three tonight, and it's a 5-point game now. 23 seconds left to go in the half. The Tigers need a steal here. Working with it's Gilbert. Ramsey almost gets the steal. Off on the right side to Logan. Logan goes one-on-one with Ramsey. into the paint, dishes it off on the left side, and about an 8-foot jumper with 4 seconds left is up and good by Gilbert. The Tigers will not get a shot off as they rush it to midcourt before the time expires. And ladies and gentlemen, that's your halftime score with the Tigers trailing 23-16. Fast-paced, a lot of quick movement, really good defenses by both sides. The Tigers just can't get the three to work.
Yeah, it's kind of like last week. We shot a lot of threes. They forced us to, not letting us get it inside. They're packing inside, and so we got to be able to hit them. But, we can't give up getting inside either, but because what you do is we can get it inside the paint and start scoring in there. We force them.
Or draw some fouls.
Yeah, we force them to drop down. But anyway, we got to hit them when we were able to do that. We've got some open looks. But I think, too, a little bit like last Tuesday, we're shooting quick shots. We're coming down and, one pass and it's up in the air. I'd like to see us work the ball a little bit more, pass it around, and maybe look inside a little bit more too.
Well, hopefully they're looking at it on the chalkboard inside the locker room that what's going on now is not working. We're going to have to do something different. And as you said, trying to get that ball down inside not only gives you the chance for the two, which is not as big as a three, but you got a much better chance of success in there. And if you don't succeed, you got a better chance of going to the free throw line, and that would help just as well.
Yeah, but I mean, it's 23-16.
It's a long way from over.
Yeah, we started out good, hit a couple of threes, got a lead, and then they came back, kind of got warmed up a little bit in the second quarter. But I mean, it's still going to be a really good ball game. It'll come down to the fourth quarter, and we'll see what happens.
Lots of good basketball in store for you here on K93. We're going to take a pause here for a word from our sponsors. We'll come back with more at halftime here in Summerville. Stay with us. Here, Bill Sharp along with Steve Carnell. We're on the road here in Somerville, Tennessee. And the Lady Tigers right now down by 7, 23-16, as the Lady Vikings had a good half. The first quarter, especially, as they outscored the Tigers 16-9, as both teams scored 7 apiece in the second quarter, and there's where we get that 7-point deficit. Looking at right now, Fayette Academy's leading scorer is Lily Gilbert with, or rather Hannah Logan with 8, Lily Gilbert with 7, and also Allie Reese Hertzke with 5, Addison McNabb with 2, Abby Tucker 1 free throw. For the Lady Tigers, leading right now is Molly Pierce with 2 threes. She's followed by Lilybeth DeBerry with 3. Neely Barrier with 3, Hannah Miller with 3, but not a whole lot of 2s in there. We've hit some 3s, but just haven't had enough of them to stay up and even with the Lady Vikings. Clara Callahan picked up 1 point herself. So 23-16, the halftime score. It is, as Steve mentioned a minute ago, there's a lot of time left. A lot of things could happen in the second half, and we expect to see the Tigers come out of the locker room thinking about ways to get it inside.
Yeah, they're going to have to start going inside, kind of play it inside out. But if you don't hit your 3s, like I said, they can pack it inside and force you just, okay, y'all go ahead and shoot it over, make us come out. And if we start this third quarter hitting a few 3s, draw them outside, and then, we can go inside to Clara and let her do her work, in there. But like I said, it's 23-16. It's doable, and we just got to stay in it and get to the fourth quarter and just see what happens.
No question about it. A couple of minutes before the tip-off in the second half, we'll take a pause here once more for a word from our sponsors, and we'll be right back. Stay with us here on K93. Back here in Somerville, Tennessee, Bill Sharp along with Steve Carnell. It's halftime of the girls' game, and the Lady Tigers are trailing 23-16. The clock has run down. It's time to play ball, and the Tigers just now broke out of the locker room. And it's obvious that Coach Kirk probably had some plans for the second half, but he wanted to make sure were imparted. And before he can get off the floor, they're going to hand the ball in to the Vikings to start the third period. And they get it to Logan on the inbounds pass. Logan working against the Tigers man-to-man. Down in the quarter now. That's Tucker who has it. She'll dish it off over. And now Hertzke has it. She loses it. Picked up by Logan. Logan goes in the lane. Puts up a bank shot. Off no good. Rebound Tigers. Pierce gets it out now to Strickland. Already on the action end. Out of Barrier. Now to Strickland, who's trying to drive in. Finally finds Callahan open. Callahan goes in for the shot. Logan blocks it. Got it inside, but they blocked Callahan's shot. Loose ball picked up by the Vikings. They're running the floor. Driving in is Logan. Her shot short. Rebound taken down by Strickland. Riley Strickland dribbling down the floor. Catches Callahan underneath. She tries to save it in, but it's too hot. Can't run it down, and it's going to be Lady Viking basketball in the backcourt. Tigers go to full court pressure. No score thus far in the third period. It's still 23-16. And Logan just palmed the ball, and they didn't call it. Now they're going to call a foul on Barrier. Oh, my. Logan set the ball on her hip, which is always going to be double dribbling, and he didn't see it, and they called a foul on Barrier instead. She picks up her second. So the Vikings will take it in. It's a steal on the left side. Coming out with it is DeBerry. Now to Strickland. Strickland looking for Callahan down deep. Can't get it to her. On the left side, here's a three by Barrier. It's off no good. Hits the top of the backboard, and it'll be out of bounds. Came off the iron on the backside of the rim, went up and caught the fringe of the backboard, and it will be the Vikings basketball. Logan will dribble up the floor for Fayette Academy. Almost a backcourt violation. Barely beat it. McNabb goes in the circle. Now driving in and going up for the shot and scoring is Lily Gilbert. She scores. She took it in the layup, doing something we just can't seem to do inside. And it's 25-16. Tigers down by 9. Now Strickland tries to force it in underneath to Callahan. It's batted away, picked up there. Coming out with it is Logan. Logan is dominating the inside near the bucket, and the Tigers just doesn't seem to be able to do anything about it. Working with it now, it's Gilbert. Gilbert on the right side. McNabb. Nabb tries to bounce, pass it in. It's going to be stolen by Strickland. Strickland running, goes underneath, is going to catch Pierce open. I thought she might have been fouled, but the referee there just gave the ball out to the Tigers. No foul called. Inbound. Going to go now into the backcourt, picked up by DeBerry. DeBerry on the left side now to Barrier. Pass inside. Try to get it into Callahan again. Logan rejects it. On the right side, DeBerry. Now with it is Pierce on the left wing. DeBerry now inside the circle to Barrier. Now to Callahan. She goes inside, steps, puts a shot up, rings and comes back out. Loose ball on the rebound, and a whistle and a foul is going to be called. Going to be called on Clara. Holy Toledo, what a call. Inauspicious. There's timeout on the floor here with 4:52 left to go in the third period. Tigers trail 25-16. We'll be back, and we'll be back in 30 seconds. To games that the Tigers are going to face after tonight up until Christmas. This Friday night, Corinth comes to town. On next Tuesday, the 12th, we go to Scotts Hill. And then on the 15th, we'll go to Tishomingo for a game in Mississippi. And then the RC Classic, River City Classic, being held in Hardin County at Michaela Welch Gymnasium, begins on the 21st and will run through the 23rd. So be sure to mark your calendars on that. Now, the Lady Vikings take the basketball and they're going to work it in. They get it over, and it looks like one of their players stepped on the line as McNabb steps on the sideline trying to work it up against the Tiger press, and it will be Tiger basketball. Press causing a turnover. Get it down in the corner to Pierce. Pierce to DeBerry. Now to Miller in the corner, left side. To Barrier. We're still working on the left side. This 2-3 zone has not changed. Pierce. It's working pretty good. Why change it? So to Barrier. Barrier for three. Yes. That'll help. Neely Barrier found the range from just outside the three-point circle. And it's now a 6-point game. Working it up the floor is Gilbert. Gilbert now to McNabb. McNabb inside the circle, kicks it out on the right side to Hertzke. Hertzke drives in, banks it home. Oh my, what a shot. She was running right to left in the lane, threw it up and banked it right in the center of that square. 27-19 now. Tigers down by 8. Pierce outside now to DeBerry, to Miller in the corner. Underneath, Callahan had it. Now, here's a three-pointer in the corner by Barrier. It's off, no good. Rebound, McNabb. McNabb and the Vikings work it up the floor. They go on the left wing now to Logan. Logan drives in, has it batted away. It's picked up there, though, by Gilbert. Now to Hertzke. She drives, puts the shot. Oh, I thought she was going to shoot, but she pushed a bounce pass to the left wing. And a foul is going to be called on Pierce. And that is the third foul on the Tigers in the quarter. Inbound to Logan, and she's going to give an open, easy deuce underneath. That did a little shuffle underneath the basket, and Logan was left wide open for a set shot, a little crip shot, and it's a 10-point Fayette Academy lead. Pass goes down to Green on the corner right side as the Tigers work the offensive end. They go to Barrier for three from the left wing, no good. Rebound taken down by Gilbert. Out now, Gilbert runs the floor, stops. Halfway down the post, has it stripped away by Strickland, but she can't recover it before it goes out of bounds with 2:32 left to go in the third period. 29-19, Tigers down by 10. And need a spark of success here to get back in this game. With it now it's Tucker. She stops in the paint, kicks it back outside to McNabb. McNabb picked up by Callahan, fades to the right. Now there's a whistle. And a
substitution for the Lady Tigers, number 22, Hannah Miller.
So they stopped the action for a new player coming in the game. Hadn't seen that in a while. Going in is going up for the shot is Logan following the inbounds pass. It's blocked by Green. Green with the loose ball gets it down the floor over to Barrier for three. She got it. So Neely has got 9 now. And the Tigers are down by 7. Full court pressure. Gilbert gets it across the timeline. Got a 3-on-3. She will, I thought, lose it in the corner. Nope, it's going to be saved in, and the Tigers have it. Strickland running the floor, stops baseline, kicks it out And the loose ball is going to be picked up by Miller. Miller drives in the lane, collides with a player. It bounces off of her or one of the two and goes out of bounds. They're saying that Miller touched it last. Valiant effort to take it to the glass there, but just too many bodies inside. So the Lady Vikings have it with 1:32 left to go in the third. They lead by 7. With it, McNabb, low post right side, back outside to Tucker. Tucker backing in the paint, kicks it back outside on the right. McNabb working against Green, backing down to the baseline. Now a three-point shot put up, and it's no good there by Gilbert. Rebound taken down by Strickland. Strickland running down underneath. They get it to Green in the corner. Here's Miller for three. In and out, no good. Green with the rebound, she scored. Sadie Green doing what I hope she does a whole lot more in her next 4 years. She's getting those rebounds inside, sticking them up and in. It's 29-24, 46 seconds left in the quarter. Fayette down the floor. Driving is Logan, and Logan's shot won't go, but she's going to be fouled. And the foul is going to be on Miller. That'll be her first. And that's the Tigers' fourth with 39 seconds remaining. Logan shooting 2. First shot, good. She has 11 tonight. Barrier checks out. Into the game comes Avery Beavis. Or rather, Riley Strickland. Down on the Tigers get the rebound off the second shot that didn't go. Here's a three-pointer off the left wing by Miller is good with 26 seconds left. Fayette Academy has the basketball. They're working it. They get it across the timeline with Logan on the dribble. 13 seconds. Still working the perimeter. Tigers still in the man-to-man. Driving in, putting up a hook shot, moving left to right was Tucker, and she hit it. 3 seconds, 2 seconds. Miller gets a set shot at the buzzer off the back rim. That's the end of the third period. The Tigers Hardin County has the basketball to begin the fourth. Riley Strickland will, now there's a whistle for what reason, I have no idea. Well, they're giving it out to us on side court, but I don't know what that was for. Strickland down in the corner to Miller for 3. Yes. Hannah Miller drains a 3 there. Cutting the lead to 2 now, 32-30. That's more like it. Logan dribbles down the floor for the Lady Vikings. She beats Pierce at midcourt, drives down in the paint, puts the shot off the glass. No good. Rebound taken down by Pierce. Molly Pierce running. Down on the left side now to Miller. Underneath the Green. Green goes in for the shot. Just won't go. Rebound's going to be saved in. And with it is Hertzke. She gets it out now to Gilbert. Gilbert stops and banks a little 8-footer. That's a dead shot for her. She's good at that. And with 7:01 left to go in the game here, 34-30, Tigers down by 4. Miller on the left side to Strickland ahead of the key. Still a 3-2. Underneath, or 2-3. Pass under the Green. Green's turnaround jumper is off, no good. Goes out of bounds off of Green. So Callahan will check in. And Green sits down. There's 6:48 left to go in the third. Tigers need to get a steal here in a bucket. Gonna have trouble getting it in. They finally do. Hurtsky comes out with it and will have it knocked out of bounds as Hannah Miller was all over her at midcourt. Inbounds, go down to McNabb. She's going to, or Craig rather, and she travels with the basketball. She got a lob pass over at the free throw line and was going to go up for a shot and took a couple of steps maybe she shouldn't have. And the Tigers will take the floor mistake and run with it. Miller on the left wing as the Tigers set up offensive shot. Now over, and here's a Miller three-pointer from the corner. And Strickland, and ended up walking with the basketball. And the Tigers can take the lead with a bucket. Tie the game with a free throw on this trip. Pass on the right side to Pierce, underneath to Callahan. Callahan has it batted away, picked up by Hurtsky. Allie Reese Hurtsky running the floor, stops at midcourt to McNabb. McNabb drives, working against Callahan. Out on the right side of Hurtsky. She drives in the paint, loose ball. I thought Pierce had it, but it's going to be picked up there by Gilbert. Down in the corner to Craig. Now to McNabb. McNabb tries to lob it or push it inside. More like slam it inside to Logan. It's too hot. Comes off. Touched last by the Tigers, however. And now there is indication of a substitution. DeBerry checks in. Beavis, Avery Beavis checks out. Now with it is McNabb as they take it from inbound to Gilbert. Outside now to Tucker. On the right side now, that's Logan. Logan stops, baseline. Tucker gives an open shot from 10, missed it. Rebound, Gilbert. Picks up the dribble baseline, outside to McNabb. McNabb, turnaround dribble over to Hurtsky. Hurtsky drives in, tries to bank one dead away. It's off, no good. Rebound, Pierce. Pierce to Strickland, to Callahan. She can't get it. As Callahan's pass was really hard and overhead, she couldn't bring it in. It will be Fayette Academy basketball backcourt. 4:49 left to go. Third period. Tigers down by 1. Have trailed in practically the whole night since the early seconds of the first quarter. Addison McNabb over and into lane, going up for the jumper is Hannah Logan, and she hit a little soft 6-foot floater and extended the lead to 3 now, 36-33. Tigers got to keep the pressure going on the left side. They get it to Miller. Now to Strickland in the paint, outside. Here's Pierce for 3 on the right. She got it. Molly Pierce ties the game at 36. And we got a brand new ball game with a half a quarter left. 4 minutes exactly. As Gilbert brings it across the timeline. Goes on the left side to Hurtsky. Out now to McNabb. Just throw it in the corner and threw it away. A hot pass on the left side to Gilbert, and it went right through her hands. Give it to the Lady Tigers backcourt with 3:51 left to go, fourth period. 36 all. A bucket here will definitely give the Tigers a lead. Any old kind of bucket. Strickland dribbles on the right hand across, and Miller on the left side for 3. She's hot. She's got 9 in this quarter and 15 on the night. The Tigers take the lead for the first time since the first minute of the ball game. Gilbert working on the left side. Gets it outside now to Craig. Craig goes cross court right in and sniffing it out. It's DeBerry. DeBerry gets the steal, drives down, goes up for the shot. Yes! Tigers finding some fortune, and they're taking advantage of it. They lead by 5, 41-36. Gilbert working on the left wing. Now to Craig on back outside now to Logan, and a reaching foul is going to be called on Lily Beth. And that's her first personal. I've got a feeling now that no one will get 5 in this quarter. It's a steal by DeBerry on the inbound. She's off to the races, drives in the lane, is going to go up for the shot. Hopes she'd draw the foul, but didn't. It's going to be picked up there as a loose ball underneath, and the Vikings will bring it back down the floor now with 2:41 left to go in the fourth period. With it is Tucker. Left side to Craig. Craig guarded by Callahan. Outside to Gilbert. Strickland all over Gilbert. There's an attempted steal by Strickland. It's going to convert into a personal foul. Only her first. Team's second in the quarter. 2:24 left. Tigers up by 5. Now the shoes on the other foot. It's Tucker working against Pierce. Down to Logan. Logan's going to drive in the lane, try to bank it home. Missed it. Rebound. Craig, and a whistle and a foul. I'm thinking somebody reached over the back of Craig there. As you heard the PA announcer, it was Hannah Miller. That's only her second, and Hannah Craig is going to the line to shoot 2. 2:08 left to go in the game. She missed the first one. Hope you're enjoying tonight's broadcast of Hardin County High School basketball here. Second shot is off, no good. She missed them both. Rebound taken down by Miller, or rather DeBerry. DeBerry to Strickland. Tigers in no hurry now. 2 minutes left to go. They're leading by 5. Got to have a good shot to even take one now. Don't play freeze. Just keep it alive. Make that clock run. But if you get an open shot, take it. Down in the circle goes DeBerry. DeBerry over now to Pierce. Pierce to Strickland at the free throw line. Miller was given a 3 and didn't take it. 1:30 left. Tigers still controlling outside. Looks like they're going to have to start fouling here pretty soon. Tucker goes underneath to Callahan. There's a whistle that we were waiting on. It's going to be on Tucker, her first. And it's not a shooting foul. You're going to have to go through 5 of those before they can do much good with it. But there's timeout on the floor now. 1:22 left to go in the game. Tigers lead 41-36. Back in 1 minute. They used to say you live and die with three-point shots. Well, the Tigers have lived tonight with them. They've hit 12 in the game so far. And they lead 41-36 with 1:19 remaining. Riley Strickland doing the ball handling chores out front. Double team, and now there's a whistle and a timeout called by Coach Kirk as Riley ran to the sideline and was about to get in trouble. There's a 30-second timeout called. Tigers lead by 5. Will be back in 30 seconds.
Lady Tigers basketball.
All right, we're in the waning seconds of the fourth quarter, and the Lady Tigers have jumped up 14-4 in this quarter, and they lead by 5 with 1:13 remaining. Tigers have the basketball. Inbound it now to Strickland. Strickland's going to be body blocked out there by Hertzke. That's her second foul on the night. We'll just do it all over again from side court. Inbound.
They're trying to get us
Miller.
fouled.
To Pierce. Left side now. Now the pass across court, stolen away. Coming away is Hertzke. Down underneath, Logan. I thought she'd travel, but she'll try a bank shot. It's off, no good. Follow is no good by Hertzke. Rebound Callahan. 50 seconds left. Across the timeline comes Strickland. Over now to DeBerry. Down in the corner now. 40 seconds. Tigers to Callahan at the free throw line. Quickly to Pierce in the corner. Back outside. Now there's going to be a foul called on Logan as she hammers Miller. Clock stopped at 31.4 seconds remaining, and once again, there is no shots, only the third foul, and a quick foul on the inbounds.
Here's where that 1-and-1 works against you right here. In this situation, their next foul will shoot 2.
So, 27 seconds. And a quick foul with 23 seconds left is going to put Lilybeth DeBerry on the line to shoot 2 with 23.9 seconds remaining. You know, having 2 shots is helpful, though, at this point in the game. A 1-and-1 would be a lot different.
More helpful if you hit them.
Yeah, but I was just about to say Lilybeth couldn't get that one to fall. She's going to get this one. Yep. She hit 1 out of 2. We'll take that. That's a 6-point lead. With 22 seconds, that might be enough. Long pass down to Tucker. Tucker passes underneath. Stolen. Coming away with it's Miller. Miller crossed in front, got the steal. 11 seconds left on the clock as a foul is called. And the foul is going to be on Tucker. And
Number 14, Riley Strickland at the line shooting.
Strickland on the line shooting 2. And can put this thing for sure away if she hits them both. That ought to be enough right there. Riley Strickland gets her first point on the night from the free throw line with 11 seconds left in the game. Second shot off the back rim. 9 seconds. Logan across the timeline. She'll take a long jumper with 6. No good. Rebound is picked up by Strickland. And ladies and gentlemen, that's your ball game. 43-36, the final score. Lady Tigers will go up 4-3 on the season now. And look forward to Friday night.
Yeah, that was a big win right there. They came from behind. They were 10 down at one point, fought their way back in the third, and then
16-4.
Yeah, Hannah got hot from the three-point line and really shot us back in this game. And you know, they're late, though, with that 1-and-1 deal where you get 5 fouls now. That really worked against them because they only have 1 going into the fourth.
Right.
And so by the time they got to the 5, we're shooting 2 instead of the 1-and-1.
Right.
So we missed the front end of the 1.
It's got another point.
And then we got another shot.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I don't know. It sure does make a whole different.
Yeah, it's going to take some analysis to really understand what the impact's going to be.
Yeah, well, it makes your strategy different, too.
Oh, yeah.
You know, it's weird.
Okay, we'll take a pause here for a word from our sponsors. Reminding you the score in the first game tonight. Lady Tigers win 43-36. Back after these messages. we know what to expect from him for the rest of the game. But 43-36 is the final score. Lady Tigers trailed practically the entire game until the last 3.5 minutes, and ripped off a 16-4 fourth quarter that not only got them back to the lead, they trailed 32-27 at the end of the third and ended up winning at 43-36. So excellent game of defense in the fourth quarter. They came alive offensively. Looking at the scoring, Hannah Logan had 13 for the Vikings. Lily Gilbert had 11. And Allie Reese Hertzka had 7. And that's about it. For the Tigers, Hannah Miller came into her own night, a sophomore tonight, ripped off 5 threes. She had 15 and led all scorers in the game, including the Tigers, followed there by Neely Barrier and Molly Pierce, both with 9 points each. Lilybeth DeBerry had 6, and Sadie Green had 2. Riley Strickland had 1, and Clara Callahan had 1. So, introduction to starting lineups underway right here for the second game of the night. So let's switch gears here. And so coming out as first off the bench is Jackson Burdine with then Ben Benson, J.T. Smith, Tanner Davis, and Carson Phillips. Head coach Ryan Gower. Assistant coaches Todd McGee and Nick Ritter. Josh Geiser, or rather Clay Anderson, the first starter. For Fayette Academy, Harris Armour, Landon Abernathy, Miles Dawkins, and Wyatt Morris. As I mentioned a moment ago, not a whole lot of height here. They look like they're probably pretty quick. But we'll just have to see how they match up. Carson Phillips is out, prepared to jump center. As the Tigers once again dressed in deep maroon with gray trim and white numerals, or gray numerals and white trim. Jumping for Fayette Academy is Abernathy, and they're not even going to try. Tanner Davis stepped in and took over.
Yeah, he just said, forget this one.
He just backed away from the circle. Tigers will control with it on the outside. They go to JT in the paint. Benson on the left side. Across the Burdine, underneath the Phillips. Phillips turns, fires, missed it. Rebound, Vikings. Down the floor to Dawkins. Tigers in a man-to-man. Working with it is Armour. Now, Anderson. Anderson, jumper is off, no good. Rebound, Phillips. Burdine gets the rebound, or gets a pass from Phillips. Down in the corner, here's Benson for 3. He hit it. Ben Benson opens it up for the Tigers. It's 3-0. We're early in the first quarter. Go down in there, throw it in the corner to Dawkins. And Dawkins answers right back with a 3-point bucket of his own, and we're tied with 1 minute exactly gone in the quarter. So, Burdine in the corner now. Davis for 3, drained it. Tanner Davis. I'm sorry, that was JT. Looked like Tanner from the other side. So JT gets the 3. It's 6-3 now. Anderson with it on the right side to Armour. Armour in the paint, kicks it back out. With it is Morris. Driving low. Out is Anderson. Back, here's a jumper from 10. It's off, no good. Rebound. Tanner Davis got that one right. Davis to Burdine. Drives in, stops at the paint, kicks it back out to Davis for 3. Yes, sir. Tanner Davis does get the 3 that I promised him earlier. And it's 9-3 Tigers, 6:04 left to go in the first. Anderson. Now, with it is Abernathy. Back outside steal by Davis. Davis is off to the races, one-on-one, drives it up, scores, and he's fouled. Dawkins applied token pressure. And
Foul number 0, Miles Dawkins, first personal, first team foul. One shot for Tanner Davis.
Davis is going to get the deuce and go to the free throw line to shoot one, and he hit it. So right now it's 12-3, Tigers by 9. And here they come. Now on the left wing, that's Abernathy. And to Dawkins. Dawkins kind of rolls on the dribble to the left. There's a whistle and a foul call. It's going to be on a foul called on Phillips there, putting pressure in it. And we'll see as the Vikings take it in, driving in and banking home a 4-foot jumper is Landon Abernathy. He just threw it up over the outstretched fingers of the Tigers and cuts the lead to 7 now, 12-5. 5:15 left to go in the quarter. Here's a driving bank shot on the right side. Tanner Davis picks up his 8th point on the night as he banked her home. 5:08 left to go in the first. Tigers up 14-5. Driving with it is Armour. Outside now to Dawkins. Dawkins leans in against Davis, goes in and throws up a wedge ball that's stuck between the rim and the backboard, which will be a jump ball, and that will be Fayette Academy's ball on the alternation. And the inbounds pass going to be stolen by Davis. Tanner went under, and he'll take it in for the layup, get the basket. Ran over Dawkins in the process, but no call by the official. 16-5 the score, 4:48 left to go here in the first. We got a 30-second timeout. We'll be right back. The gymnasium is a flood of red with occasional beige wood colors. A nice little outfit for a small school. This is, I'm sure, really adequate and impressive. Across the timeline, and with it is Dawkins. Now with it is Armour. Armour in the lane, drives, kicks it off in the corner. Dawkins for 3. He's got 6 tonight. He scored on a 3-pointer in the corner. 16-8. Tigers get it to Davis, down into JT on the right side. Now to Burdine on the left. To Benson on the deep corner on the left. His 3-pointer's off no good. Rebound taken down and controlled by Dawkins. So here come the Vikings working with 3:53 left to go here in the first period. They trail 18-6 or 16-8 and driving and scoring. Clay Anderson picks up a deuce on the baseline, and it's 16-12 or 16-10 rather. Burdine on the right side. Now as Tanner Davis takes in, spin move on the left, missed it, rebound Phillips, put it up and in. Phillips gets his first 2 on the night, and it's 18-10 Tigers. Working with it are the Vikings. Driving in, putting up a jumper, it's off no good, is Morris. Rebound taken down by Phillips. Phillips out to JT. JT now to Burdine in the corner. And he's going to be called for stepping on the line. And there will be Viking basketball in the backcourt. Now they drive it in, down in the lane, sneaking underneath and laying it up and in is Dawkins. He'll get 2 more. And it cuts the lead now to 6. Tigers on the action in, get it to JT on the right. Now to Davis. He drives baseline. Catches Wyke open in the corner. He'll get it over to Burdine. Burdine's 3-shot from the left wing's off, no good. Rebound taken down and controlled by the Vikings. Across the timeline comes Harris Armour. He'll have it. Driving in, putting up the shot. There's Armour's no good rebound. Burdine. Burdine running. Catches JT, charging, banked it, scored. So JT Smith's got his 5th on the night. And the Tiger lead is 8 with 1:50 left to go here in the first period. Here's a 3-point shot, dead away. It's off, no good. Phillips with the rebound. Tigers jogging down the floor to Davis. Burdine giving the 3, instead drives in the lane. Soft touch, lays it up, lays it in. So Burdine gets his first 2 on the night. And it's a 10-point lead once again. 1:29 left to go. And here come the Vikings with a shot off the left wing. So no good. Rebound Davis. Davis out to Burdine. Burdine and the Tigers running. Stop on the right wing underneath the Phillips. Bank shot. Got it. Yes. Burdine to Phillips. Phillips to everlasting glory there as he banks it home. And it's a 24-12 Tiger lead. They're just not able to compete inside. Here's a steal by Phillips. Outlet pass to Wyke. Wyke underneath the Burdine. Burdine takes it up, lays it in. And there's 2 more for the Tigers. Things are going really well for the Tigers. 26-12. Here's a 3-pointer off the right wing. It's good. Clay Anderson. Anderson gets the 3-pointer. And that cuts the lead now to 11. 25 seconds left to go in the first period. Tigers up 26-15. Burdine standing with the ball on his hip, waiting to let the clock run down. The Tigers looking at that 2-3 zone that the Vikings are using. Now 10, Burdine makes his move. Goes right side, gets it to JT. JT, pass gets batted away. It's controlled by Anderson and finally lost out of bounds. And it will be Viking basketball with 2.8 seconds remaining. Wyke will be guarding Abernathy. As he gets it in now to Dawkins. Dawkins' shot at the buzzer is off, no good. 26-15 is going to be your first quarter score. Getting ahead of myself here. We'll take a 60-second pause here and come back for quarter number 2. All right, Hardin County has the basketball to begin the second period here. They get it over to Davis on the left side. He missed the 3-point shot. into the game for Hardin County. Starting the second is Jacob Saunders. He got the rebound but missed the follow. Here come the Vikings down the floor. They get it over to. That is going to be Orr. Goes in. He gets a deuce underneath. And it's 26-17. JT stops free throw line. Jumper. No good. Rebound. Saunders. Nope. Got batted away. Picked up. Orr down the floor. That rhymed. Here's a shot by Dawkins. Dawkins, three-pointer from dead away is off no good. JT with the rebound. Smith goes on the left side to Burdine. Burdine looking for some help. As we go under 7 minutes here in the second period. Smith now to Burdine underneath. Driving in. Saunders, his shot won't go. Rebound taken down by Orr. With it is Anderson. He drives in, kicks it on the right side now to Melton. Now in the corner, driving is Dawkins. His reverse layup under is a little too hard, no good. Rebound Davis. Tanner Davis in the forecourt to Burdine. Burdine giving the three, instead stops, pumps about a 10-foot jumper. It's off no good. Rebound is Saunders. Now to JT in the lane, crawled one right over the rim. JT Smith picks up his 7th point on the night. And here come the Vikings. 6:04 left to go here in the second. Here's a steal by Saunders, or rather by Wyke. Wyke over and going down for the fast break layup is Saunders. Saunders got the pass from Wyke and took it in. And it's 30-17. Here's a three-point shot dead away. It's off no good. Nobody under the backboard for the Vikings. Davis with the easy rebound gets it over now to Burdine. Burdine on the left wing. Spin move. Back outside to Saunders. He's looking for Wyke in the corner. Instead goes to Davis for three. My, oh my. That was a good 8 feet outside the three-point line, and Tanner Davis picks up his 13th point here. His average is 15. So 5:10 left to go here. Second period, 33-17. Tigers kind of in control here. We'll see how long, if they can maintain it. There's a pass out to Dawkins that goes away and out of bounds. Give it to the Tigers. Back into the game for Hardin County is Ben Benson. As they're going to give Davis a rest here and put Carson Phillips back in the game. So Lamarion Wyke will pass it in to Justin, or not Justin, but Jackson Burdine. And now to Saunders underneath to Phillips. Phillips gets a circular little jump shot on the baseline. Almost a hook, but it's good. And we'll mark him up for 6 points tonight. It's 35-17. 4:36 left to go in the first half. Tigers up 35-17. Here's a long three on the right side. It's off and no good by Armour. Rebound Phillips. Phillips to Burdine. Burdine stops in the circle, backs it out to Saunders. He drives in the paint, kicks it off now to Wyke. Wyke's in the lane, banks it, hits it. Nice play. So Lamarion gets on the board with 2 now, and it's 37-17. Tigers up by 20. Here's a steal as they try to work it in the lane. Phillips comes up with a steal, gets it out. Burdine gets the layup on the other end. Things going really haywire for the Vikings right now, and the Tigers are taking advantage of it. 39-17 with 3:40 left to go in the half. Here's a driving layup off by Melton. Phillips with the rebound, out the pass to Burdine. Burdine's in the forecourt, waiting for people to catch up with him. Gets it to Benson on the left wing. They work it out around the perimeter. Burdine takes the three. Missed it. Rebound was hammered from the side. Phillips was hammered from the side. The loose ball is going to be picked up by the Vikings, and they're back on the action end. Driving in is Dawkins. He kicks it out on the right to Armour. Armour's going to put up a 2. I thought I had to wait to see if that was on the line. His foot was on the line. So he only gets 2 out of it, and it's 39-19. Tigers up by 20. So Wyke goes down to Phillips. Phillips has it stripped, squirts out of bounds, and it's going to be Viking basketball with 3 minutes left to go in the first half of play. Lady Tigers win 43-36 in the opener tonight. They've gone 4-3 on the season. And the Tigers look set to do the same here. Here's an errant pass that Melton will catch up with. They're working the perimeter. Tigers still in the man-to-man. Here's a long 3. It's off, no good. Follows, no good. Rebound of Vikings. Armour outside to Geyser. It's a great basketball name. Josh Geyser gets a bucket, and he's fouled as well.
Foul number 22, Jaden Davis, first personal, first team foul, 1 shot for Josh Geyser.
So Jaden Davis is checked in for the Tigers. He just picked up a foul there. The 1 free throw for Armour is off, no good. Rebound Davis. Down on the other end, Davis for 3. This is off the side rim. Benson with the rebound. Stuck it back up and in with the right hand. And he was on the left side of the bucket, so nice play there by Ben Benson. He's got 5, and it's 41-21. The corner, 3. It's off, no good. Davis and Jaden both are fighting for it. And they get it down the floor to JT for 3, and man, he was a ways outside that circle too, and he knocked down a 3. It's 44-21. Tigers up by 23. Burdine had taken a blow there, is going back into the game and shakes hands with Jaden Davis. He did a good job in his spell. With 1:45 left to go in a half, 44-21. Lots of substitutions for both teams so far. Here's a pass to Orr at midcourt. He'll dribble it to the head of the key, set up the offense. With it now is Armour. He goes to the lane and throws it away into the Tiger bench. And it will be Tiger basketball. Burdine will dribble across the timeline with 1:14 remaining in the half. Davis drives, banks it from the right side. And he's going to pick up his 15th point with that bucket. With 1:01 left in the half. There's a driving jump up prayer there at the low block on the left side. They're going to call a foul on Benson. Miles Dawkins will be shooting 2. And that was a charity there, making it a legitimate charity stripe. First shot's good. Second shot's good as well. So the Tigers have outpaced the Vikings 18-6 in this quarter. Down they go as Benson takes a shot from the deep corner on the left side. Gets his own rebound, kicks it over to Davis from dead away. It's off the back rim. Phillips with the rebound, puts it on the floor, lays it up, off the glass, and scores. So Carson Phillips got 8 tonight. And with 30 seconds left in the half, the Tigers lead at 48-23. Dawkins in the lane, over on to Armour on. That's going to be Geyser on the bucket instead. And here come the Tigers with Burdine on the dribble. Burdine goes in the paint, puts up a 14-foot jumper. Money in the bank. Jackson Burdine gets his 8th point, and the clock expires. The first half has come to a close with a 50-25 score. How you like that? That's an interesting halftime score, 50-25.
Well, if we keep it up, we'll be at 100.
I know it.
Yeah, that was a big first half for the Tigers.
Just about everybody, yeah.
Tuesday night, a week off, Thanksgiving, they came out with a little less fire than they did tonight. And I figured that Coach Geyer would have his team ready to play. And really and truly, Fayette Academy knows that it's going to be tough inside, so they've pretty much just said, okay, just shoot over the top of us.
The
And,
tip-off
you know,
was what told it all.
and we'll try our luck that way, and that didn't work either. And we've been really good inside and out. Phillips has been good inside. Of course, Tanner, he played really well in the second half of the Central game, and he's once again the leader tonight. What's he got so far?
15.
15 in the first half. So, we'll go as he goes, it looks like.
No question. 50-25, the halftime score. Lady Tigers win at 43-36. We're going to take another pause here for a word from our sponsors. We'll come back with more from Fayette Academy over here in the depths of West Tennessee. Back after this. It's halftime of the boys' game. Bill Sharp along with Steve Carnell. We're again on the road here in West Tennessee in Somerville. Like I said earlier, a really nice trip over, beautiful skies, and hopefully we can just make sure everyone gets home safe tonight because it is a rather long trip. But the Tigers leading at 50-25. If you just joined us, Lady Tigers winning 43-36 in the opener. And let's look at the scoring real quick. For Fayette Academy, the leading scorer is Miles Dawkins with 10. Josh Geyser, I still think that ought to be all-name team, as 4. And Clay Anderson has 5. Landon Abernathy has 2. Jay Brady Orr has 2. And that about wraps it up for the Vikings. For the Tigers, just about everybody got in the scoring column. Looking at, of course, we mentioned earlier, Tanner Davis had 15 to lead all scorers in the game. He is followed by J.T. Smith with 10, Jackson Burdine with 8, also Carson Phillips with 8, Ben Benson with 5, Lamarion White with 2, Jacob Saunders with 2, and I think that's about it. So a really good half of play. And the scoreboard shows it. And we were talking about whether they would run the clock tonight. The standard in Tennessee is if it's over 30 points, I think if the losing coach agrees to it, that they can run the clock. And that's probably what's going to happen tonight. They'll start running it after 32.
I think you're wishing for that.
34. It's just been my experience. And
and
as I told Robin a minute ago, sometimes.
Well, I was just sitting here thinking you were going over the scores and stuff and talking about being 25 up, scoring 50 in the first half. The thing is, even though we're more athletic, we're bigger and faster than this team we're playing, but you still got to make the baskets. And,
we're hitting shots.
We are knocking the eyes out of it. We come out and everybody's contributed. We're moving well. We're playing fast. And, this, like I said, this is a whole different team than last Tuesday night. And they've come out here with a purpose. And this is a game that they should win. I mean, if you look at the eye test, this is a game they should win. But, you still got to put the ball in the hoop.
Yeah, we got 5 threes, and I don't care who you're playing. If you can hit 5 threes, you're at least going to stay close.
Yeah.
In a half. So.
Yeah, exactly. But everybody, like I said, Tanner's had a great game. Carson Phillips has played really well inside. He hasn't been challenged a whole lot, but he's got the ball down on the post and made some really good moves inside. Also, Ben Benson's hit some threes tonight. And Saunders has come in and contributed as well. And then, of course, Jackson running the offense and doing his thing. And, so a really productive night so far. Now we got to make sure that
don't have a letdown.
We don't have a letdown. Keep the pressure on. Don't let them back in it. It's going to be a struggle for them. But regardless, it's been a pretty good first half.
Absolutely. So, it looks like it's going to be the Vikings basketball to begin the third period. I want to remind you that this Friday night we are going to host Corinth at Michaela Welch. So make your plans to get out to Michaela Welch to see that. If not, join us here on K93 because I guarantee you, we're going to be there. Next week, as I said, Scotts Hill and Tishomingo. Then the River City Classic at home in Savannah, 3 successive nights. We'll give you more details about that as the season continues. And then we start that race to the Peggy Bang Classic. We're going to be attending to another holiday tournament. And then the second of the year, we will host Central, and the run for the district starts. And as I indicated, the third quarter will be underway with Fayette Academy having the basketball. Working with it is Armour. Armour over to Geyser. Oh, that's Dawkins. And they're just kind of passing it back and forth, trying to shed these man-to-man defenders. Shots off, no good. Rebound taken down by JT. JT's outrunning. Gets it to Benson on the left wing. Now to Davis, to Burdine. Underneath, Phillips is open underneath. He'll score. Boy, I'd like to see that a whole lot more.
Yeah, that was a good entry pass, too, by Jackson.
Most of the time, that closes up pretty quick when they get it down there to him. Tigers draw first blood in the third quarter, and Dawkins has it on the other end. Working the offense, Abernathy. Gets it out. Burdine almost gets a steal from Armour. Now to Abernathy driving. Burdine blocks the shot in the paint. Here's a three-pointer by Dawkins. No good. Rebound, JT. JT Smith down the floor. In the paint, drives in. Hooks a pass back, and they're going to call a foul on Dawkins. Dawkins wanted charge, but didn't get it. He picks up his second personal, and the Tigers will take it in. They get it over to, and JT puts up a three-pointer that's a little short, comes down hard underneath the basket and works out of bounds. Give it to the Vikings. Outlet pass to Morris. Morris drives in, beats Phillips to the basket and lays it up and in. Nice play there by Miller Morris. On the left wing, Burdine on the attack to JT. Giving it three, head fakes the three and goes to Tanner. Down in the corner, here's Benson for three. Rolls off the rim, no good. Rebound, Morris. So the scoring has slowed down a little bit here for the Tigers. Pass underneath, driving, and a shot that almost went by Landon Abernathy. Burdine with the rebound. Tigers back to JT, now to Burdine on the left wing. In the paint, 3-foot jumper, didn't get the roll. And coming out with it is Dawkins running. He drives in, puts the shot up, and it's good with the left hand. Nice left-handed layup there by Dawkins on the fast break. And it's 52-29, 5:24. Here's Burdine for three. It's off the back rim, no good. Rebound. Vikings are down the floor to get it on the head of the key. Here's a three that's off, no good. Fight for the rebound, and coming up with it, it's Davis. Tanner Davis in the forecourt. Stutter steps, takes it down, goes to Phillips, who's following behind him. Now to JT for three. Hit three times, wouldn't go, but Phillips missed the follow, got the rebound again, and laid it up and in. 54-29 now. 4:45 left to go here in the third period. Here's a three-pointer. It's dead away there by Anderson. It's no good. Phillips with the rebound. Outlet pass to Burdine. Burdine drives in, beats his man, lays it up and in. Nice play by Jackson Burdine. And it's 56-29. Here's a driving jumper. It's going to fall as going into the lane is Armour. He gets a deuce. Tigers come back down. Burdine misses a 4-foot jumper. A follow won't go by Phillips, and the rebound's picked up by Armour. Here's a pass. Phillips gets it back. Quick pass, over the head pass down to JT under to Burdine. Burdine's delayed layups, no good. Rebound JT. Now to Davis on the right side for three. Won't go, but Phillips will score on the rebound. 58-31, 27 points the lead. And the Vikings, 3:27, get it over to Morris. Morris to Armour. He wants to take the 10-foot jumper instead, kicks it out on the left side. Here's a three up by Abernathy. It's no good. Rebound, Tanner. Tanner Davis in the forecourt. Now there's a whistle and a timeout. called by Ryan Geyer. 3:09 left to go in the third, 58-31. We will be back in 30 seconds. I've got a sneaky suspicion that Coach Geyer was not at all happy with the progress in this quarter, as it has slowed dramatically, although we have outscored the Vikings 8-6. Some shots have been taken that might have been turned into a couple of passes, and so he's changed his strategy. He's going to put Lamarion White in the game. Also in the game is Jaden Davis. Underneath is Saunders, who checks in and chases a ball down in the corner.
That's a good hustle play by Jacob.
Yeah. So Jacob Saunders chases in the corner. Will be Tiger basketball. And they get it to Saunders, now to White, and we'll throw it away. White thought Burdine was going to stay put on the right wing, and Burdine darted toward the goal, and there was nobody there for that pass. As now here come the I was going to say here come the Vikings, but Harris Armour put up a three before I could get it out, and he scores. Down the floor comes Saunders. He goes in, tries to bank one on the left side. It's off, no good. Rebound taken down by Anderson. Anderson kicks it in the corner on the left side to Orr. Now, and a three-pointer put up. No, Orr will, however, get the rebound off of that three-point shot, and he put it back up and in. 58-36, 22-point lead now. 2:02 remaining. Burdine to Saunders. Back to Burdine. Now Davis for three. Off the front rim. Got a piece of the backboard, went right into the hands of Jay Brady Orr. Orr in the paint. Turns, is going to go up for a jumper, but won't get to. A whistle and a foul. Is on the floor. So that's the first team foul. That's definitely no shots. Burdine checks out. In comes J.T. Smith. And Fayette Academy will inbound it. They go to Orr. Orr will have to chase it all the way into the backcourt. But he comes up with it. And with 1:37, the Vikings put it in play here on the offensive end. Driving jumper. We kind of let Clay Anderson loose, moving right to left in the lane, and he put it up and in. Living proof that you can't afford to do that. Davis has it, head of the key. Now White goes in the lane. There's going to be a jump ball call. That's going to be Tiger basketball on the alternation. So Tanner Davis checks out. Into the game comes Jaden Davis. Inbounds, and to save it in, Phillips had to bat it away. It's picked up by the Vikings. They're down the floor. They go underneath with it, trying to put up a shot there. And that was Melton who was trying to get a shot, and it got batted away, and there was a foul called. Didn't see who it was on, but it was against the Vikings. 1:03 remaining in the third. Tigers with the basketball. Jaden Davis going to be fouled there by Landon Abernathy. And that's the third team foul for Fayette Academy. So Davis inbounds. Gets to Saunders. Saunders looks inside, can't find anybody open, goes back to JT. Now to Davis. Jaden Davis stopped on the block on the right side. There is a 3-second call. I don't know if that was Davis or somebody else in the lane.
That's Phillips.
3 seconds is the call, and it'll be a turnover. 34 seconds left to go in the third. Shot for three off the right side's no good. Rebound, Saunders. Saunders to White. White back to JT Smith. Now to White in the corner. Phillips on the baseline. Reverse layup. Wow. That has to be the best reverse layup I've seen Carson shoot since I've been following him. 60-38, 7 seconds. Down in the corner to Geyser. 1 second. At the buzzer. Off the glass, no good. 60-38. The third quarter score. We've got 8 more minutes coming your way right here from Summerville, Tennessee. Join us. All right, I'm glad it's the holiday season because I'd be getting myself in trouble. Anyway, here's a jumper by the Vikings off no good. Tanner Davis with the rebound. And with a 60-38 lead here in the fourth quarter. Tigers cruising, but can't afford to be too cavalier. Here's a pass in the paint down on the baseline to Phillips. He steps on the line. Coughed it up.
Even though we got a big lead, that's the stuff that kills Coach Guy right there.
Driving in and trying to find an opening underneath his armor.
Yeah.
And he gets it outside there to Jay Brady Orr. And he'll hit a three-pointer. It's 60-40 now. Here's a three-pointer on the other end as Ben Benson. He knocks down a three from the left wing. Nice shot. 63-40. And Tigers got back on a man-to-man defense. Out at the center court circle is Anderson. As it's batted away by Smith, picked up by Phillips. Back to Smith. Back to Davis. He goes in like he's going to slam it. Instead, laid it up off the glass. Discretion is the better part of valor. 6:50 left to go in the fourth. 65-40. Tigers up by 25 like they were at half. Driving and kicking it out of bounds is J.H. Anderson.
Substitution for the Vikings, number 11, Kane Dozier.
And the Tigers will take it out in the backcourt with 6 minutes, 40 seconds left to go. There's shouting match going on the court down there. I don't know who it.
Well, they thought it was out on us. And
Burdine has it
up with it anyway.
Yeah, drives. He will hit a 10-foot jumper, but they're going to wave it off and say it was foul. That's going to be on Abernathy, his third. Inbound pass. Following the foul goes to JT. His shot's off, no good. Rebound, Orr. Orr running in the forecourt. Gets it on the right side. Dives in the circle. Bounces underneath. Going up for the shot. is Dozier, and he is going to be fouled from behind
Ben Benson, second personal.
by
First
Ben
team foul
Benson.
quarter. King Dozier at the line for the Vikings, shooting 2.
And to the line goes Connie Dozier. First shot is up and no good.
It is quiet in here.
you can hear rain hitting the roof. He missed both free throws. And Phillips with the rebound out to Smith. Now to Burdine already on the other end of the floor. Burdine drives in the paint. He's going to put up a 7-foot floater. It got partially blocked, but he was fouled in the act. And it's going to be on Dozier, his first. 65-40 in case you're waiting for the Vikings working against the Tiger man-to-man. It's been that way all night. With it is Orr outside now. Here's a three-pointer by Dawkins. No good. Rebound taken down by Saunders. Saunders outlet now to Tanner. Tanner drives to the end line and kicks it back to Saunders on the right side. Now they go to Burdine on the left. They go into the Phillips. Phillips is going to be called for charging.
Offensive foul charge to number 30, Carson Phillips.
He had a little opening there. Got a real good pass underneath. He just squeezed in.
He got him with his left shoulder a little
bit.
bit.
Yeah, he probably did charge, but it was a good move to the basket. Speaking of good move, on the other end of the floor, Harris Armour puts up a three. He hits a three there, and the clock is stopped at 5:02 for timeout on the floor, 67-43. Tigers leading. We'll be back in 30. Tigers to come over here and are postured to take away two victories back to the other side of the Tennessee River. Now there's full court pressure being applied by the Vikings. They haven't given up yet. Tigers beat it. Saunders gets it over to Tanner. Tanner to Jackson. Jackson tries to go underneath and has it stolen away by Dawkins, that is. Dawkins outlet pass over to Anderson. Almost stolen there by White. Loose ball picked up by Dozier, or Orr rather. Orr goes in the lane, puts up a floating jumper, blocked by Burdine. Burdine gets the loose ball, drives to the other end, goes in the corner on the right side to Davis. Davis covered by Dozier there, goes one-on-one, beats him in the circle. Now to Saunders. He goes in, puts the one-hander up, and it's off, no good. And they're going to call Saunders, that is, for a charging violation. And with 4 minutes left to go in the fourth quarter, across the timeline comes Anderson for the Vikings. And he will throw it away, but I think maybe Burdine got a finger on it. Into the Viking bench there. Orr will inbound it. He gets it to Armour. Armour stops on the baseline. Looking out to Anderson. Anderson stops just inside the circle for a two-pointer. And it's 67-45 now. 22 points the lead. Tigers working against the press. They get it to Burdine. Burdine in the paint. Goes up, puts the shot up, missed it. Rebound, Dawkins. Dawkins to Anderson. Check, that's Armour. Now to Anderson on the right side. Anderson for three. Man. He hits the three, and it's 67-48. 19 is a steal at midcourt. They got it back. Down on the left side, a three put up by Armour Harris. He hits a three right there, and Coach Geyer says, Uncle, 67-51. They've cut it to 16 with 2:52 remaining. We will take a pause here. We'll be back in 1 minute. 2 minutes, 52 seconds remaining, and this full court pressure has really put hurt on the Tigers here as they've been outscored 13-7. But they come down the floor, they get it to Burdine. Burdine takes it to the basket and lays it up and in. He's got two of them back right there. He's got 14 tonight, which is two above his average. Down in the corner, there's a three-pointer on the baseline in the corner. Armour Harris has hit three successive three-pointers. Maybe it's time we quit letting him have the basketball. Here's a pass now to White. White gets it over now to JT. Tigers in the full court with it. 2:15 remaining. Not in any hurry. Right now, 69-54. They're leading by 15. As they work it outside, JT has it now. They go to Davis on the left wing. Now to Burdine on the right. Now they go down on the low post, on the corner on the left side to Davis. Davis long cross court pass to Burdine. Back to Davis. Davis encroaches on the lane. Instead goes back to JT, who is on the left side. With 1:34 remaining in the fourth period. 69-54. Tigers will have it out.
Tigers basketball.
Fouls on Orr of no consequence. That's the third team foul, though. And the Tigers have it on the left side. Now back across to Tanner. Back to JT. To Burdine. Closer to midcourt. Phillips. Quick pass over to Davis on the left wing. 1:13 now. 69-54. Tigers up. Davis to Phillips in the circle. Quickly to JT. To Burdine now. To Davis. To Phillips. He goes in the corner to White. White passes it and stolen away by Dozier. Dozier's driving in for the shot. Missed it. Got the follow. Got the tip following his missed shot. And it's 69-56 now. Got timeout on the floor. Timeout. Vikings will take a 1-minute pause. We'll be right back. The Tigers will take it out following the timeout, and an immediate foul will be assessed. That's the fourth team foul. Foul's on Anderson. His first. Now the Tigers work it up the floor. 40 seconds left now. JT will be fouled as he crosses midcourt with 37.8 seconds remaining. Tigers up by 13, but led by 29 at one time.
Yeah.
JT Smith on the line shooting 2, first shot. Rack it up. 70-56 now. Second shot. He bagged them both. 71-56, 36 seconds left. Across the timeline goes Anderson. Stops from the baseline. Loses it. It's going to be picked up by Tanner Davis. And Davis in the forecourt will be smothered as he gets in with 21.8 seconds remaining.
At the line for the Tigers, number 12, Tanner Davis, shooting 2.
Tanner's going to the line shooting 2. Foul was inconsequential. Got the first one to roll and rattle and shake and fall. So he hits 1 of 2. He's got another 72-56, 21.8 seconds remaining.
Will Tanner make this one so his brother can come in? He did. He's a good brother.
Keep things squared away at home. Huh?
Yeah, exactly.
Matthew Plunk comes into the game for the Tigers. Also, Cole Callahan. Peyton Murphy on the floor for the Tigers. Here's a three-pointer that's up and good by Harris Armory. That young man's hit 4 threes in this fourth quarter alone. And now there's timeout on the floor with 13.8 seconds remaining. We'll take a 30-second break and we'll come right back. All right, got to make sure we get these names, these young players that are getting in the game now. Also, Gabe Eliff is in. He's a junior. And I believe I've got everybody else, Matthew and Peyton. And their inbound will be an immediate foul. And we're going to make the long trip to the other end of the floor. And on the line is Jaden Davis. He'll be shooting 2. First shot rattles, but rolls off. 11 seconds. Well, 0.8. And he missed them both. Tigers got back on defense, driving in the lane, putting up a shot with 5 seconds. Is Geyser, and now that they're going to let it run down. That's the end of the game. And 73-59. 73-59. So, we're going to take a 1-minute pause here to add up the numbers. We'll come back and sign off here in Summerville right after these words. Stay with us.
We'll see you this Saturday as our Vikings take on South Haven Christian. Have a great evening, everyone, and please drive safely.
Score at the half was 50-25, remember? Yes, ma'am. 73-59 the final.
You ready?
Yeah.
We're ready.
You're ready whenever you're ready. Tigers win both games. Lady Tigers win 43-36. Men come along with the 73-59 episode here in the second half of the night. Looking at the scoring real quick, Harris Armour had 19 and they hit 4 consecutive three-pointers in the fourth quarter to achieve that. At 19, and will lead all scorers for the game with that demonstration. Miles Dawkins had 12. Clay Anderson had 12. Jay Brady Orr had 6. Connie Dozier had 2. And Miller Morris had 2. For the Tigers tonight, leading scorer is Tanner Davis with 19. So he will tie with Armour for high point for the game. With Carson Phillips, one of his bigger nights this year with 16 points, followed by Jackson Burdown with 14. J.T. Smith with 12. Jacob Saunders with 2. Ben Benson with 8. And Lamarion White with 2. And that just about wraps it up here. As the Lady Tigers and Tigers will take home a couple of W's, and we'll get ready for Corinth on Friday night.
Yeah, Corinth on Friday night. Looking forward to that. 2 big wins. And, good to see them play well the first half, and then, you knew you were going to be a drop-off and put a little bit of scare into us here in the second half, and not a real big scare. But, real quick, I want to mention before we get off, Coach Albert Ellison passed away. Coach, a long-time basketball coach here at Hardin County High School, a legend in the West Tennessee, and just a funny guy, a storyteller. Like you said on the way over here, we were talking about him, live, breathe, and eat basketball. And he was a legend in these parts. Over at Perry County when he played, went to Western Kentucky, and got drafted too, and just couldn't afford to go and get to where he got drafted by the Knicks.
Yeah.
And, just at that time in life and where he was, and wasn't a whole lot of money. He had to stay home and make money for the family, and he had to make a choice. So.
Well, he and his wife, Martha, were 2 of the first people I met when I came to Savannah in 1981. He was a head coach at that time, and he was very gracious to me. Both their children that they had have always been really good friends, and I want to wish them much sympathy over this loss, because he was an 8 and drank and walked and talked basketball.
Well, not only that, his family too. His daughter Barbara played for Hardin County. Jeff, his son, played, and of course David was an outstanding player, and that was one of the better teams that we've had in years. And so the whole Ellison family and the friends and those that were able to play for him and be around him and just know him, just keep him in our thoughts and prayers. And he's a good man. He's a funny guy, so we're going to be missed.
It's a loss and a legacy, and we're proud to have it. So rest in peace, my friend. All right, Lady Tigers win 43-36 tonight. Tigers win 73-59. We're on our way home. We'll talk to you on Friday night if you can't get to the gym. So please be sure to join us Friday at 6. For Steve Carnell and my good friend Steve Smith, I'm Bill Sharp saying good night, Tiger fans.